Hello, welcome to Zobe Television Network. I'd like to discuss with you how to be successful in the music industry as an independent artist in 2024. My name is Alonzo Black, and I'm the founder and owner of Zobe Records, Zobe Models and Talents Agency, Zobe Entertainment Incorporated, and Zobe Lab Incorporated. Zobe Records artists have been provided opportunities to perform at a number of different festivals, concerts, shows, and events, and placed on tours, have performed with major artists, receiving radio airplay, done radio and tours, magazine, TV interviews, been placement on Billboard charts and global top independent charts, ranked in top 50 independent artists on national radio, won local, regional, national, international awards, and currently are being distributed by major labels. Since starting Zobe Records, I have accomplished a lot. I've established a publishing company under ASCAP and BMI. I was previously inducted as a member of the Recording Academy for Grammys, formed a major distribution partnership with two major labels, obtained a number of publishing and licensing agreements. I was inducted as a member of the Music Managers Forum, also the National Association of Record Industry Professionals. I've been honored and recognized by Marquis Who's Who for expertise in entertainment. I've been inducted into the Black Leaders Worldwide as a member recognized for being innovative, inspiring, and impactful by being named among the 2024 Men to Watch, and also becoming a member of Forbes Culture. So as you can see, I have a little bit of experience within the industry as well as a background in business, promotions, marketing, public relations, media, fashion, entertainment, and finance. So I'll go over a few key points you may want to consider in how to be successful in the music industry as an independent artist in 2024. Number one would be building a personal brand. It's very important for you to have a unique artist identity. You want to remain consistent with your visual and your music style. Your image is basically your brand. So what people see needs to match what they hear for them to relate between the two. You want to develop a compelling backstory. You want to let people into your life as much as possible. Your main goal is to connect with the listener and to let them find things that they have in common with you. The more that they can relate to you, the more that they will support you. Number two, when you're creating and releasing music, basically you want to produce high quality music. If you're on a budget, I can understand, but you have to create the highest quality music that you can. You may have to sacrifice a few things in order to be able to afford high quality music, but it will all pay off in the end. So just try to produce high quality music. Work with a number of people to make sure that you can achieve that. You want to make sure that you work with great producers, and you want to make sure that if you do not write songs the best, that you get with a songwriter to help you with your lyrics. If you have questions about how to actually deliver your song, you want to make sure that you speak with the songwriter or the producer and ask them to help you with your delivery. You also want to choose the right digital distribution platform. Okay. So there's a number of platforms that you can use. Make sure that you choose the right one that gives you the most bang for your buck, basically. You want to be able to get as much out of the situation as you can. Now, you want to concentrate on various strategies for releasing your singles versus your albums. Um, some people want to lead with a single release. Some people want to lead with an album release. Now, sometimes it's because with a single, you're really just giving a little bit of yourself. You're showing a little bit of what you're capable of doing. With an album, it gives a bigger picture of what you're bringing to the table and to the industry. It really gives a listener a chance to understand why they want to be a fan of yours. Of course, a single can do that also, but you only have one shot at it. You may lose your listener if you only have a single. If you have a single and they don't like it, you'll lose that person from becoming a fan. They may take another chance on your next song, your next release. They may listen to it, but they may not because they weren't impressed the first time they heard you. So, first impressions mean a lot. You want to think about number three, leveraging your social media and your digital platforms. Okay. You want to effectively use the platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube so that you can connect with as many people as possible. So, network, meet people, talk to them, communicate with them on a regular basis on the platforms. Okay. Whether that means on YouTube, you're posting comments under videos and meeting new people, giving your opinions, or on TikTok, you're reaching out to new people, asking them what they think about your music. Or on Instagram, you can also do the same, post comments under people's uh, posts. On Facebook, there are a number of groups that you can use to reach out to new people and to network. So make sure that you're using all of your social medias and digital platforms to really be able to take advantage of building your fan base. I must encourage you to engage as much as possible with your followers. The people that do decide to follow you, the people that want to be your fans, you have to communicate with them on a regular basis. That is how you actually turn them into super fans. Super fans will be the people who support your career no matter what you want to turn them into. So, the next thing you want to consider is utilizing trends and challenges to gain visibility. So, you can find out what the trends are, and those are shown on all of the social networks. You'll be able to see all the trends that are going on. Everyone's posting about a specific topic. That's a trend. When people are posting all about the same things. So utilize that in your best interest to be able to reach new people. There are a number of different challenges, such as on TikTok. They have a number of different challenges. You can follow the trend on the different challenges that are already going on, or you can create your own trend and create a new challenge. Either way, you'll be able to gain additional visibility. The next thing you want to consider is number 4, monetization strategies. Now, you want to take a look at your revenue streams. You should have a number of different revenue streams. Multiple revenue streams is the way to go. So you're looking at your music streaming numbers, you're looking at your merchandise, You're looking at your live performances, and you're also looking at sync licensing. So all of those are different ways that you can make money with your music. You want to also consider crowdfunding and fan support through platforms like Patreon or Kickstarter, for example. Those are ways that you can get people to help support you financially, and they'll become fans if they're interested in your music, and they'll follow, and then they'll also be able to support you in a number of different ways, and you'll be able to give them access to various things and music and different special things that you are able to provide to them for them to actually invest in you. So they're going to want something in return. So keep that in mind, okay, for investing in you. You can also find ways to maximize your earnings from your royalties and each of your revenue streams. So you want to look up and study and try to find a number of different ways that you can maximize your earnings. Your royalties are what's going to basically come quarterly, and you want to make sure that you're getting as much as possible there, because your royalties are basically going to come in on a regular basis. You want to keep building that up and keep building it up so that it will eventually be able to support you. Now, as far as number 5, your marketing and promotion, you want to create a marketing plan for new releases. Most people don't do that. They create their music, put it out, and expect people to just purchase their music and stream their music. It doesn't work that way. So you want to make sure that you're creating a marketing plan for each release, every single one of them. All right. You want to put more money into your marketing promotions than you put into actually creating your music. So you're recording, you're mixing, you're mastering, whatever that comes up to, you want to make sure you spend more in your actual promotions and your marketing. Okay. You also want to be able to collaborate with influencers and other artists. So there's a number of ways you can network and reach out to influencers to get them to support you. And there's ways that you can get other artists to collaborate with you as well, whether that means working on uh, content together, or so you can tap into each other's fan base, or whether that means working on songs together as features so that you can also tap into each other's fan base. Next, you want to take a look at using targeted ads on social media and streaming platforms. Those targeted ads will allow you to connect with new people specific to your genre and your demographic. So, the type of people that you know will listen to your music, you can actually reach out to those people specifically with a targeted advertisement. So, utilize those. Number 6, live performances and touring. Okay, so booking gigs may not be easy, but you can also reach out to talent agents or booking agents to help you. You can also reach out to tour promoters. You can also reach out to uh, venue owners and venue promoters. Now, there's a number of people that can help you in this process. So, network, network, network. It's very important for you to have live performances. It will help you build a fan base, for one. People seeing you in person, people seeing you on stage, you interacting with the crowd, That's how you gain fans. The in-person experience is so much more than what you can do with the online performance or filming a performance for you to see, for others to see online. It connects with you and the audience on a different platform. So, like I mentioned, there is an opportunity for you to do virtual concerts and live streaming opportunities. You want to try to benefit from every aspect that you can. So, live performances, virtual concerts, and live streaming opportunities you should take advantage of. Not just one, but all. It's very important for people to be able to see you perform. Number 7, networking and industry connections. Okay, like I said, network, network, network. Cannot say that enough because it's very important. Building relationships with other artists, producers, and industry professionals is a must. So if you're shy, you have to get out of it. You have to try to find ways to get yourself in front of other people and talk to them. There's so many people who can help you move further in your careers. So you have to speak to other people and you have to be able to build those relationships. You can attend music industry events, you can attend conferences. There's a number of different ways that you can meet people. There are seminars. You want to make sure that you go to conferences and trade shows and festivals. Those are all ways and places that you can go to meet new people within the industry. You also want to make sure that you're utilizing online communities and forums for networking. There's a number of different communities online that you can reach out to and tap into. There's Reddit, there's Facebook groups. There's a number of different ways that you can reach new people online. So make sure that you utilize all of the opportunities that you can. You definitely want to utilize SoundCloud and Reverb Nation, things like that to help you meet new people. Number 8, music production and technical skills. So, the basics of home recording and production, you basically want to understand that it can be cheaper for you to produce your own music. It will allow you to also be able to push out more music than you could if you didn't produce your own music. So, if you have the ability to produce your own music and you can do it well, you have a leg up on every other artist out there who can't do that. So, if that means taking a couple of courses, learning, going to school for music production, it will help you within your music career greatly. Next, you want to take a look at choosing the right software and equipment. So, if you choose cheap equipment, cheap software, you're going to get cheap production. You have to invest in your career. You have to invest in great software. You have to invest in great equipment. Save up for it. It will be worth it. It's very important that the quality of your work shows. So it's very important for your songs to be mixed and mastered. There's so many artists who try to get by with demos. Record labels really don't want to hear demos. They want to hear music that is mixed and mastered and ready to go music that shows your capabilities to the utmost. You want to put your best foot forward always. Never submit a demo quality track to a record label. Don't do it. It's not in your best interest. So the next thing I want to discuss with you is number 9, music business and legal aspects. So you want to make sure that you understand music rights and royalties. You want to own rights to everything that you put out. That's including the beat. So be sure to purchase full rights to your beats instead of leasing beats to get the most return on your investment. Okay? Otherwise, you'll be splitting those profits with the producer. So make sure that you get rights to everything that you do. It's very important for you to also have contracts and agreements in place with everyone that you work with at any given time. Whether that means the producer that you're working with, make sure there's an agreement in place, a manager that you're working with, an agent that you're working with, a record label that you're working with. But even when it comes down to working with other artists on features, make sure there's a contract in place. So there's an understanding of what is to be expected and outcome. So it even applies to people who are in your music videos. You want to make sure you have them sign off in an agreement showing that they are giving their permission to be filmed. It can be very simple or it can be something that's very specific, but you want to make sure that you're covered in all areas as far as legally concerned. Okay? It's very important to have contracts and agreements in place for everything that you do and everyone that you're working with. You want to make sure that you are registered with the Performing Rights Organization, or they call them PROs, Performance Right Organizations, just like ASCAP and BMI. You want to make sure that you're not leaving any money on the table by not doing your research and registering with every organization that you need to for your career. Don't leave any money on the table. Number 10, how to stay inspired and overcome challenges. It can be very difficult to stay inspired. Once you're inspired, some people have to be in the mood, they say, to produce music, to create, to have that creative spark. So you have to look at different things that inspire you, know what inspires you, and know what you need to do to be inspired. There are ways that you can inspire yourself. So if you're dealing with a creative block and it's difficult to maintain your motivation, sometimes some people do a number of different things to help them. Some people meditate. So try different things, find out what works best for you. You also want to be managing the business side without losing that creative spark. So if you're not working with a manager or an agent or a label, it's up to you to handle all the business. So you have to make sure that you can handle the business and that won't take away from the creative aspects of your music career. But having a team to support you is very important as well. And that will allow you to focus on the creative as opposed to having to concentrate on the business as much. Make sure you develop a great team to work with you. Next will be mental health and well-being in the music industry. So the music industry can be very stressful, um, tiring. It can do a lot to a person. So you want to make sure, like I said before, some people meditate. Find out what works for you and do what you need to do to make sure that you can keep your mental health in check and you have your well-being in mind. So don't forget about that. Number 11, adapting to industry trends. You want to stay updated with the latest industry trends and technology. You have to. The way that the industry is moving right now, you have to be able to keep up with it. So you want to understand the impact of AI and new technologies on music creation and writing your lyrics, etc. There's a number of ways that technology and AI can assist you. So you also want to try to explore new opportunities like NFTs and blockchain in the music industry. NFTs were big at one point, and you don't hear too much about it now, but it's still an opportunity, and not too many people got involved. So there's a number of ways that the music industry is evolving. You want to make sure that you can tap into each opportunity that you can to leverage that to benefit your career within the industry. So I would love to talk to you guys more about some other topics. Today we've covered a variety of topics as a comprehensive guide to independent artists looking to navigate and succeed in the music industry in 2024. Hopefully this guide helps you along with your path. And if you have any questions you would like to ask me or suggestions of what topics you'd like for me to discuss next with you, be sure to leave a comment below. For more tips, information, and resources, be sure to take Zobe Academy's Music Industry 101 course online. I'll leave the link in the description below. Also, don't forget that the course is just a teaser introduction to Zobe Lab's music tech app, which is currently in development. So be sure to get on the wait list to be first to access Zobe Lab, in which you could acquire tools and resources such as Zobe Studio, Zobe Marketplace, Zobeverse, along with the entirety of what Zobe Academy has to offer, which is a lot more than just the introductory course. So I'll leave a link in the waitlist, link to the waitlist as well for you to access, or you can access on the website at zobelab.com. That's ZOBELAB.com. Until next time, be sure to like this video and subscribe. I wish you the best with your music industry endeavors. Take care. Bye-bye.